I know
Appreciate the
you have
visit.
people down there for sure. All right, Florida, Texas, Mexico.
And then one up in New York State, which is it's
You've been everywhere,
it's
man.
that's what we do. I mean, that's the toughest part for me is the logistical part, the planning. It's funny because my biggest knock on the show is that I'm not a pilot. This is why I can't be in every place that I need to be as timely as I need to be if I'm flying these things back. I always tell the story how I did 9 airplanes in one day in California from 9 different locations. You can't do that if you're flying every airplane back because some of them are small airplanes. They take 5 days to bring home. So it would have taken 30 to 40 days to get all those airplanes. I did them in one day.
Wow.
So forget,
9 planes
yeah,
in one day.
one day in California. Started east of San Francisco, ended up in Malibu at 4 o'clock in the morning. I landed in San Fran like at 9:30 in
There's
the
a
morning.
pilot at every stop waiting with
yeah.
you, meeting
Well,
you there.
moving, and some of the time flying us to the next one, dropping us off. Maybe we'll leave the first plane there and then use this because once the airplane's out of its home location, it's pretty safe. So flying it to the next one, then to the next one, and then driving to the third, and it's just all that kind of moving around.
You still can't find me a hot pilot who wants a hot babe flying around with him everywhere.
I
Like,
didn't
seriously? 9 planes in one day?
Repo Tinder. Now
That's a whole new app waiting to be launched.
that's the new app. Anybody out there that can get the Repo Tinder going, let me know.
Well, on Tinder, everybody's getting repoed.
Yeah,
let's face
their
it.
souls.
We're all a little left over, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I understand that.
You're a happily married
Yeah,
man. You have
yeah.
no idea how crazy it is out there. All right, your fans want to hear from you, buddy. They want to talk about the Repo Rat Race episode this time around.
Gotcha. Yep.
Do you want to give me Repo Rat Race 101? Because I love when you tell the story.
Well, yeah, sure. This actually is one of my 2 or 3 favorite episodes that ever showed. So it started out, we were looking for this, I might get it was 2 years ago, so I might get some of the stats wrong, but it was like a 100-foot yacht. Beautiful boat. Worth $4 or $5 million. So it was a lot. The thing to remember is in Miami, like in Fort Lauderdale, there's a lot of waterways that go behind houses. So you check the marinas. If they're not there, you have to check behind almost every single house. So Danny and I had spent a few days down in Miami looking around in the marinas. We see nothing.
So this is private property.
Behind the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened? We go to the marinas. A couple people have seen it. They know the boat, but nothing. No real hard, surefire tips. So we're like, we exhausted every marina, and I said to Danny, I said, at this point, we got to do it by water. We got to look behind every house. So we literally were on jet skis for 8 hours looking for this boat.
Oh my God.
We had to rent 2 jet skis for him and me, and then we also had to rent a small boat for the camera crew because they're going to want to get every shot, which is great. So Danny and I, at first, were very professional. We're looking. We're very serious. We're handling these.
You had been on a jet ski before.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. And we're handling this thing exactly the way you're supposed to. Like, we're very professional and being very careful, following all the rules of, the jet skis and all this. We don't find it for a couple hours. Now we get giddy a little bit because it's 90 degrees out, sun's beating on you, water, and we start screwing around. So now, because there was a long stretch from one place to the next neighborhood, and we're just opening up. I'm going 60 miles an hour and jumping each other's wake. Then we're trying to get in front of each other so we can rooster tail each other.
All over.
Oh, we're having a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon, the captain of the boat who owns these jet skis is yelling at us. I've seen a guy lose an arm doing that stuff before. And Danny and I are like, yeah, let's go. We lost him. So now he's really pissed at us. But at the same time, we're looking for the boat. So, I mean, you'll see a scene where I'm like, drop my head in there for a second. I'm, the water. It just flooded me. So we had a ball doing it. Finally, we get behind that. We're looking behind houses. Nothing. All of a sudden, there it is. But a rainstorm's coming. And it looked like there were people on the boat, so we're like, this isn't the time. We decided to go back, drop off the jet skis, get in the car. We had the spot pinged. We go back at night. Okay. At the end of the waterway, there's a bridge where we can sit and look. It looks like everything's dark. So we say, this is the time. We go near the house. We walk down the street, start going behind the house. All glass in the back of the house. So we're like, oh, this is great. And no curtains. Nothing.
So you're going to be spotted.
Well, that's the fear. Yeah, so...
But they have a beautiful view every night.
Well, and the one thing we found out, which is great for investigations, is that this guy housed productions of adult movies.
Oh. I probably know him. No, I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. I don't know anyone in that. Scratch that.
Scratch
I'm
it.
completely joking. I don't know anyone in that business, I swear. Swear to God.
That came out of nowhere, didn't it? Yeah, so we knew that, and we're like, okay, whatever. You know, to me, like, there's other things that could go with this. So we're trying to time it right. Turns out there was a basketball game on. So he's there with two girls. Basketball game's on. We're like, all right, we kind of have to wait this out. And we did. Lights go off. Game's still on, but lights go off.
If you tell me they got busy, I'm going to die.
Well, I don't want to tell you that then. But once the lights went out, you know, they're drinking, girls.
Things begin to happen. Mm-hmm.
So Danny and I, at that point, make a run to the boat. We make it to the boat. Okay.
That's the ultimate distraction.
Yeah.
Two chicks,
Yeah.
a basketball game, and cocktails. I mean...
Boat? What boat? So, yeah, we made a run for it. Behind his house, past the pool, hopped on the boat. They never saw us. So we're sitting there.
They were a little preoccupied.
Yeah, exactly. But we still don't want to move the boat, because if they actually... Seeing a moving boat would catch your attention. So we're like, we got to wait. We waited for them to go to bed. You could tell when they left the room. Boom, we had the glasses and all that. So we're like, okay. They left the room. We call the captain. We got to move this boat now. Captain says, Ken, low tide. Check your tides. What's the tide meter saying? I'm like, it says like 4 or 5 feet. He goes, you need 9 feet minimum.
OMG.
He goes, right. This is like 1:32 in the morning. He says, you won't have enough water to move that boat till like 7 in the morning. Maybe 6. So now we're stuck on this 100-foot yacht, right? We decide we're going to rest. This is a good time to turn off the Periscope and make them tune in for the rest, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. If you want to hear the whole story, you're going to have to check out our podcast.
We're going to shut this part down. Thank you for checking in. I'll see you guys soon. Tune into the whole podcast. And there goes Miss Marilyn. Yeah, now you do the hearts, of course. See you guys.